Totally.
You're like, there are a few people, it's my world, and to be involved and be a part of your world means so much.
Well, I don't even know. I guess you just don't understand how special you are to me. So that's fine. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh no, but I do. But to hear it the way you describe it now, and to listen to so many of the stories in the your journey makes it even deeper. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm so proud of my journey, and there's dips and things, and I'm not rich. I don't have no money. But I tell you what, being able to spend my life the way I'm living it with my parents and the friends that I have, and my kids doing great and all that stuff, I just feel so, I don't know, I just feel so blessed. But the biggest thing that I'm thankful for lately has been a connection of people that, look, there's some folks that I've been talking to and helping out, kind of on the side, and I'm just proud of them too, I'm proud of Lindsay and Jennifer and Tina, and they're cool people, and LaTroy, and then and they're, they helped me grow in a way, Kai. It's an interesting kind of thing to have to get a call in the middle of the night from somebody that you barely know and say, I need a bus ticket, I'm in a really bad place,
Mm-hmm.
And to go, what do I do? I don't know this person. They were a
so what do you
waitress.
do?
I sent them the money. I sent them a ticket.
Oh.
You send a ticket. If how, I guess from my perspective, how dare I not, right? If I get asked directly, how do you say no? I don't.
Okay, well,
That's probably up on telemarketers before they get too far into the spiel.
Well, I need $1 million, a yacht, your old truck that I used to hate, and you to come visit.
Yeah, right. Buy the Texas lottery. That's where Joe and Carla are in Hawaii for the Texas lottery. You should have won that. We could be on that trip.
What?
Yeah.
Get out. Yeah. It was for the Texas lottery? Oh, he's
in
Texas.
Huh?
That's right. He lives in Cleveland.
Yeah. They won some kind of scratch off or something. It was like an all expense paid trip for two for like 7 days to Hawaii with a whole bunch of other people. So like Texans taking, Oahu or something.
Okay. So listen to this crap. You told me about this, 2 or 3 days ago? And I was in my car, which I don't go anywhere, which is kind of a freaky thing that, after COVID, I don't know. It's not because I'm afraid of COVID. It's just because I'm lazy. So I was actually in my car, and I heard on the radio someone was in Hawaii because of a scratch-off. I kid you not. I wanted to call you right then, but I was on the phone. I was on a work call. But That was Joe?
Yeah. There's a
bunch of them. It was on 93Q. I swear on my soul, it was on 93Q. Yeah. They were talking about him.
There's like hundreds of them over there. Hundreds of them.
Oh, it might not have been him then. Okay. All right. Right. But I heard it for the first time after you talked to me about it. How funny is that?
That is cool. That's cool.
Well, then let's start playing the scratch off. I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent there. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so it it's just an interesting thing. We talked about meditation and look, meditation. I don't know. I just don't even know. Meditation and prayer is, oh wow, golly. That's some of the most exciting things to do. Some of the most
That's what
exciting.
that's what I have heard because I've been interested in meditation. That's why I asked you so much about it because I trust you and your judgment. But typically, what I have always heard about it is it's a prayer. It can be like you said, Our Father who art in heaven. It can be anything, but it's your prayer and whatever it is that means something to you in order to get closer to Jesus Christ.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great way to put it. Absolutely.
I like your way of saying it though. It's like a song.
Well, so I would love to read the Course in Miracles section on prayer, where it says very clearly that prayer is a song, and Jesus's example of prayer is literally just like a song, just basically saying, sing this song. Imagine if it was written in Greek and it all rhymed, if it was in its original whatever, and you could sing it,
No, that I do remember back when I was going to Bible study, etc. First Baptist, I forgot her name. This is so embarrassing. But she actually, the studies that I would do were actually transcribed from the Greek version of the Bible, and it was really neat to learn all of it. So when you're talking about listening to the Greek version, I wonder how it actually would sound.
Exactly. Yeah, it's an interesting kind of concept. Yeah. So, but the idea of what Jesus was saying was, don't pray out in the streets where everybody can see you. Pray in a secret place because your prayers are answered before you ever speak them. Jesus says, don't even ask for anything, for the Lord already knows your prayer, all your prayers already. Simply pray like this. And he said, Our Father who art in heaven. He goes through the Lord's Prayer in a complete, as a kind of a song, as a poem, as you don't need to say anything other than this. And all he's trying to do is to get your place, get your foundation where you're at, and to see earth as heaven, and to give thanks to your Father for being there, and to forgive your brothers their sins or debts as they are forgive yours, and it really does mean that. It's exactly what it means. It's like anybody that owes you anything, you forgive them it immediately. That's what he's talking about. That if you don't do that, you won't remain in heaven. If you think that somebody owes you something and you're holding that against them as a human being, then you're holding yourself out of heaven. It's kind of what he was trying to say.
Get that. And I do get the other too, because I remember I would totally repeat a prayer. God did no matter what, Lord, I want my children's salvation. I understand they're going to go through strife. Please, Lord, as I'm holding their clothes, help them walk in your path. Please, Lord, as I'm holding their shirt, let them have a heart that's pure and that just comes to you. I kid you not, I would pray that over my children every single day. And I would just ask God, just let them be yours. Let them go through life. I'm not asking for that they don't have to have hardships. That's when we learn, and that's when we embrace you more. But finally, I felt in my head and my brain, I swear it was not verbal, but I heard him say, stop asking me. I had little faith is what more or less I heard. I've already given this to you. stop. It's done. Believe in me.
Amen.
And I started bawling, crying like a baby. And it was one of the most moving moments in my life.
A Course in Miracles calls that revelation.
That's revelation. Okay.
Yep, that you had revelation.
Oh.
And revelation is from God and of God and in God's time. Yeah, check it out. It's a very second part of A Course in Miracles. But you could definitely classify that as say, oh my gosh, right here I had a revelation, and this is what you could very clearly place that event in that category and go, it'd be some place that you could we could all identify with, if that makes sense.
Then I've had several revelations then. I mean, I remember I used to read Billy Graham books all the time. And I remember going to church, and I was very upset, and I was just like kind of, Lord, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Why am I not seeing these things in my life? I don't understand. And, I mean, I would not meditate, but I would give my time to God pretty much after I dropped the kids off in school. But one day, God's always spoke to me through books. And I was reading this book, and it was by Billy Graham at that time. And I was outside, and I had already prayed this prayer either the day before or that day, and it was fall. And the leaves were starting to fall and everything of that nature. And I was watching it, and then in the Billy Graham's thing, it says, do not expect change, overnight. It takes time, and everything changed. It was just really so cool. The way that God speaks to us is amazing.
It totally is. So yeah, so the second chapter is Revelation, Time, and Miracles, yeah. So it's really cool. Like I would say, my born again experience, it would be a revelation, right? And I've had other revelations also, like you described, but definitely my born again experience was definitely a revelation. And those are very personal. You cannot, if you go to explain them to somebody else, words fail. There's just no way to even describe it. But that something was revealed to you. That's what a revelation is about. You had a revelation straight from God, and you now have knowledge that's different from a belief. You now have had direct communication from God. Like He has completely revealed a concept to you. And you identified the concept of you don't need to ask so hard. Ask it once and it's heard, basically.
Trust me, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more or less you saying, you believe in me, you say you have faith in me, you say you follow me, you say you love me. Then why are you more or less being this persistent little pest, asking me for the same thing over and over? You already have it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it,
yeah,
how He would reveal that to you. I love it. Yeah, that's absolutely a revelation for sure. Absolutely.
And that's exactly how I took it. It was kind of like, really? I'm sure he wouldn't, I don't know. But it was kind of like, really? Are you, you've already told me that, it's like with one of you, if I came to you right now and said, hey, let's make a grilled cheese sandwich, and we're making it. And of course, and I'm still asking you for a grilled cheese sandwich. Like, come on, we're making it right now. You're eating it. Stop. Yeah, it was eye opening. It was beautiful. It made me feel as if I didn't trust enough in my God at that time. But it also helped me to grow. That's always when I've grown the most, is when I was at my weakest.
That's that's a very spiritual concept, right? You our as our ego as our ego runs out of energy because it has taken us on a dead end path. There's nothing else that can pick us up but the Holy Spirit, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I love talking to you. It's awesome.
Well, I love talking to you too. All the time. You're one of my besties.
Besties.
You're my honest promise, do or die, no matter what. We'll love each other.
Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right,
Okay.
let me get off of here and 7:30. I need to go across here and check on Dad.
Well, give your dad a big old kiss for me. He doesn't know me, but do it anyway, because I just want to know that you're giving him a kiss. And, of course, I know you're going to give your mama a kiss.
Sounds good. All right, I love you.
I love you too. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.